Hey guys, how are you? Oh my gosh. Um, I'm just gonna kind of update as they come on Twitter. I've got several people I've been following to get the updates. I had to get myself together for a second. I was sharing those addiction videos and then I got stuck watching one and I was crying and and like I don't know, I just had to get myself together. I hadn't even looked on Twitter yet. Um it's just I forgot about how like you just forget about how dark and depressing and like that life is. And that song he kind of talked about staying up all night and stuff, and I just was reminded at the misery that was. Oh, and it's just tough. So anyways, I am going to get on Twitter now. How are you guys this morning? Hey Shar, I'll be listening while at work. Awesome. Hi, Sarah Jane. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Chrissy from Germany. Oh, my grandmother was from Germany. My grandfather met her during World War II over there, and she recently just passed away, but she lived beside me for the last 10 years of her life or so, and it was so much fun, like, just having her in my life. She was hilarious. She still had a very thick accent and wasn't very Americanized. Hey, KNS. Okay, let's go see what's on Twitter so far. Yesterday, they come in, updates every couple minutes, so nothing from Lauren Sharf. Nothing from Ashley Franco. Oh, Scott, Crime Talk with Scott Reich he's there. He just posted day 2 starts any minute. And then he posted a picture of the Chaffee County courthouse. I was shocked yesterday to hear about her affair, but honestly, who can blame her? If she was, I don't know. If he wouldn't let her leave, I don't know. Having an affair is wrong no matter what, you guys. I'm not making excuses. I just don't think that she should be villainized for that. Okay, so here we go. And we're back in the courtroom for a second day of preliminary hearing in the murder case against Barry Morphew, whose wife disappeared on Mother's Day 2020. I'll thread today's updates here. It's scheduled to go for 4 days. The second half of the hearing is August 23rd and 24th. The 24th is my birthday. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Barbara. How are you guys this morning? Okay. Well, I wonder why they split it in half like that. And I wonder if at the end of that they will let the affidavit go or what. Hey, Sunshine. It's just like at this point you're doing it. Okay, you're not releasing the affidavit to protect the girls who are in court hearing all the evidence anyways. So is it really to protect the girls? Now I'm starting to question. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So I've got about 6 people that are in. I'm out of the office today for jury duty. Okay. Good, fascinating case. So Carol McKinley kind of just documented the DA arriving. Senior Deputy DA Jeff Lindsay arrives at the courthouse with a container of documents. 2 witnesses of 8 testified Monday. FBI Special Agent Ken Harris continues on the stand today. Hey, Coda Mini Colors. Yep, he's actually being really good. Really, really good. Okay. So we'll go back to the beginning. I have like 6 people that I flip through, and just about every time I get to, to the next one, there, by the time I'm back at the front, there's new information again. So hi, Sammy. Kind of just waiting. They're just getting started. So grateful. Okay, Crime Talk just tweeted again. Grateful for all the new followers. What are you hoping happens today in the hearing? What are you guys hoping happens today? And what did you think about yesterday while we're kind of waiting on something to happen? Oh, okay, Coda Many Colors. I'm here. Mr. Five just woke me back up, so I'm here. Hey, Nikki. Oh, no. That sucks. Well, hopefully you get some rest here shortly. Barbara from Berkeley. Where, in West Virginia? Where? Geez, yesterday at this time, it was instantly updates. So, oh, California. Okay. I think Jeff has got a lot of explaining to do. Hi from Derry, Ireland. Hi, Gemma. $17 ago. I'm pacing the floors. I paced all day yesterday, but there's nothing yet on here, and it's making me. I think they talked very into motive. Yeah. And I don't like. I know that the defense is really going to latch onto that and use it. And I'm sure. I wonder if they warned the daughters before. I'm sure they did. They probably went over everything before. But yeah, exactly. Motive. If he found out about it, which we think he was on her phone anyways, on her social media. So they made it seem like Barry wasn't aware of the affair at all until maybe 6 months into the investigation. And when the police found out, and then I don't believe that. I believe no, I don't believe that. Just wanted to say hello and thank you for the great job. You do have an amazing ability to be unbiased and keep. Yeah, I wanted to know if the parents are guilty or not. Steer away. Oh, thank you, Kayla, so much. I appreciate that. I don't know if she could. Let me check again. Okay, here she is. Day 2 of Barry Morphew preliminary hearing. This is Lauren Sharf. We have all been seated, and they're waiting on the judge and Barry Morphew. 2 minutes ago, 20 seconds ago, Judge Patrick Murphy, right? She put Judge Patrick Morphew is in the courtroom for the second day of the Barry Morphew hearing, and I'm sure she meant Murphy, and she's just as kind of anxious as we are. She didn't tell anybody, even her best friend or her sister. I know, that's really interesting. Nikki, what time is it where you are? I was wondering that when you said you were late, going to bed, but I didn't want to bother you too much. That way you could get some rest. This is going to be a Suzanne Smearfest. Please don't believe it all. Remember, he held her in a closet with a gun to her head and asked if she liked it. Oh, I know. Oh, my, 1:12 a.m. Oh, no. That sucks. No, I'm not going to believe it all. And I hope that the viewers won't as well. We know that, I don't want to say it wrong. If you guys know of the woman's name that Barry was kind of hanging out with, hold on, let me just look, because it's been a minute since what, baby? No, too early for junk. All right, well, give me a minute. If you're good, I'll give you some in a few minutes. It's very early for chips. Shoshana Dark. Yeah, and who was the... Shoshana, yes, but who? No, not Holly. Oh, man. I'm trying to find it. There was another person mentioned. It's okay. I'm rubbing the little man's back while he settles back to sleep. Oh. There was somebody mentioned yesterday in the hearing, and it was from their text. Shoot, and I don't know, maybe I was confused, because the woman that he was seen with at the hotel and stuff, was that Shoshana, right? Oh man, it's been a minute, and I've gotten oh no, okay, I see what I did there. I bet you he was referencing one of the girls finding out, or the texts were referencing one of the girls it's weird because they put the daughters in the middle of it, and I wasn't even thinking straight. So y'all forgive me, I got that wrong. No, Morgan Gentile, I do remember her in that situation. She was the contractor, right? I think I'm wrong. I don't think his girlfriend, the redhead, that's Shoshana, right? And then the person they were referencing in the text, I believe it was one of their daughters. And that would make sense. So, yeah. I'm sorry about that, you guys. Okay, let me go back to Twitter and see what we can find. Show this thread. I don't like when they update under, I don't know, it can get a little confusing. So sometimes the updates will be underneath, sometimes they'll be above. It just kind of depends. Okay, Iris Ayton will begin cross-examining, asking questions. 1 minute ago, Lauren said asking questions about Sheila Oliver and Suzanne Morphew's text messages. Carol McKinley says, Barry Morphew, she's with a Denver news place as well. She says Barry Morphew walks into the courtroom with a confident stride, no handcuffs or leg shackles. He's in a blue suit and mask. He hugs his attorney, Iris Aten, and turns around to say hello to his family. They wave. FBI agent Ken Harris is called to continue from yesterday. Oh, Barry Morphew, he thinks he's just all that in a bag of chips, don't he? And him in his cowboy boots with his suit. There were two. There were two? Okay. Yeah, I've been too involved in other things, and I'm kind of behind and lost. Like I'm got a little confused yesterday and today, but I'm getting back into the swing of it. He is a piece of shit. Yes, he is. Like bringing their kids into it, using their kids. He realized that Suzanne was probably gone at that point, and then started using the girls to try to get to her and stuff. I don't like that. In the text, Sheila tells Suzanne to start putting some money away to find out if she has enough to be on her own. This follows many conversations about her wanting to separate from Barry Morphew. Yes, I can. Hold on a second. I got it. I'm on two different devices. Okay, here's another reporter who's in there. And he kind of says the same thing. In court today, wearing what looks to be the same outfit as yesterday, gray suit, dark tie, cowboy boots. We walked into the courtroom. I think that was supposed to be he, walked into the courtroom, hugged his attorneys. He's not wearing restraints. One posted video footage of the attorneys arriving. So before I go check again, let me go get this petition. There's no reason there's a reason that the public is supposed to be able to get things like the arrest affidavit and stuff, because we have to keep an eye on, it's for balance. It's to keep a check on our, judicial systems, and to weed out corruption. It was made to be a fair system, which we know that it's not, and it certainly needs reworked. But the public has the right to know.
Love my chips.
I haven't gotten them yet. It's a little bit too early yet, buddy.
You lying to me?
No, I'm not. Please put my bracelet down.
Some lions. No, Papa.
Show you my hands. Here's my hands. I don't have your chips. I haven't got any chips yet. Okay, here's the petition. I'm going to put it in the comments. That is to have the arrest affidavit released. He's rotten. Okay. Back to Twitter. Attorney Aten is speaking to Agent Harris about Barry Morphew's safe in the garage, that it was searched. Aten is claiming that Suzanne Morphew took $70,000. The state is objecting. The judge allows her to continue. March 10th, investigators tell Barry Morphew a little about Suzanne Morphew's affair. Barry also asked investigators about missing money from the safe after the search warrant. Of course she allowed him to continue. Or of course the judge allowed her to continue. Because I watched that video, Code of Many Colors, and I'm not liking this judge right now either. We shouldn't feel that they're on the criminal side, but I don't know. Let me see your hands. Yeah, he's cute and rotten. Smart. Why are you doing that? You're going to break my bracelet, buddy. Come on, go in there. You knocked over the bug spray.
I'm really hungry.
Hey, Shannon. Okay, so 3 minutes ago, Scott Reich kind of tweets about the same thing. Barry and Suzanne paid cash for a lot of things. A safe was seized as part of the search warrant. 70,000 was missing.
Mommy,
Lying to me. I gotta clean and refrain from commenting on Judge Morphew equals Barry's BFF. You're funny. The coat of many colors. She sent me a video about um it was from a creator called Jules of Thought, and it was about just about the case and about the judge not allowing the affidavit, like just the judge protecting Barry pretty much. And it was a good video. I enjoyed that creator. I hadn't watched her before, and I enjoyed her. Okay. Agent Harris said that Suzanne Morphew would use Find My iPhone app and track Barry Morphew. He would sometimes put his phone on airplane mode to avoid this. That was from Lauren Scharf. Okay, so Ashley Franco 7 minutes ago says in the text that they were talking, between Sheila and Suzanne, Sheila tells Suzanne to start putting some money away to find out if she has enough to be on her own. This follows many conversations about her wanting to separate from Barry. And then about the iPhone app. So that must be how his lawyer got onto the 70,000 missing, which I guess they're trying to say that Suzanne took. So Barry is trying to make it seem like she ran off. That's kind of what it seems like, huh? It's what his lawyer's saying. In our system, a defendant is considered innocent until proven guilty. That's why we have. Yeah, I know. You're right. You're right. And it should be that way. But also, I don't think that the judge should be unfair on either side. It should be just fair. The same rules apply for everyone, the same regulations. The public gets to see the affidavit after it's not a risk to the investigation anymore, not after, to protect the people involved, because I don't know, maybe I'm wrong there, but But let's not forget, Barry Morphew, I mean, he had already sold their house. He had, he went and got, the rights over to sell all their property and kind of be the sole person in charge of all of their marital property within a very short amount of time. That's a red flag. I mean, that's a real big flying, very high red flag. Super big, flying super fast, right in your face, red flag. Not that, I mean, I'm not saying that he's 100% guilty. I think it's for the court to figure out. And I think that he has a really good chance considering he has some very good lawyers. Okay. About 20 messages between Jeff Libler and Suzanne Morphew were exchanged on April 22nd of 2020. Agent Harris is asking for his binder that has all of the text messages to reference. These specific messages were not spoken about yesterday. Good morning, Angie. I believe he knew she was going to leave him, and he seems like the kind of guy. He does seem like that kind of guy. I think he's guilty, but I want to follow the trial to see all the evidence. And that's a good thing. And because of people like you know, that's what that's what keeps everything as fair as possible. That's another reason the public should be made aware of things in a timely fashion, because it's all about checks and balances. We aren't saying Barry is guilty. The public just has a right to know what is going on. How are you today, Angie? Coat of many colors. That was at your message. Okay. What are you guys thinking about the summer situation while I'm looking for the next update? Oh, hi, Georgie's mama. How are you? Yes, Barbara. I'm on the same page. I cannot wait to see it, but hopefully after this they will release it. Okay. Carol McKinley hasn't updated. There's several court reporters I'm trying to follow, but I think she told him she wanted out for the final time, and he snapped. Or he killed her after putting it out. That's what I'm hung up on. Well, I think that okay, well now you're eating chips. You remind me of a control freak. I think that remember those papers that were found in the trash can in the hotel. I think that could be a big part of that. I'd love to know what like it was all about him selling his property. I guess he didn't want to split. I'm sure he didn't want to split it with her. And weren't they insurance papers? I don't know. I think that plays a big role. That whole, I don't know, the whole hotel situation. You know, remember it smelled so strongly of chlorine and bleach, yet the pools weren't open and they don't use that to clean. Um, so yes, Brandy, she was having an affair. We found out yesterday. Um, so Juanita gave law enforcement a radius yesterday. I guess I hadn't seen that. Great, glad I caught a live. Me too. This live is super unorganized, and it's just for people who are wanting to hear the updates as quick as possible on this very Morphew stuff. So forgive me. It's hard to be organized when it hasn't happened yet. I'm kind of just going from person to person. We'll check Lauren Sharf again. She's one of my favorites. Her YouTube channel is so good. She actually just did, a bunch of videos with the photographer that was mentioned in Jewels of Thought video as well, about kind of what it's been like covering this case from behind the scenes. She did tweet a minute ago too. She says, text messages between Jeff and Suzanne the morning of April 21st. Aiden had the date wrong. The text messages said, I want to be with you. I can only be me with you. I love you and I need you. Hey, Patrick. Summer's case, I'm thankful that it's getting the attention it is, because there are so many cases that don't. It's just crazy the amount of attention it's gotten, which is really good. And hopefully that will help solve it. I wish every little missing child case got that much attention. Okay, so Shelly Bradbury, who is a court reporter, all the people that I also give you guys updates from are verified. These aren't just regular people from the public. It's only the reporters who have been verified through Twitter. So she says Morphew's defense attorney is still cross-examining FBI agent Kenneth Harris. She says law enforcement seized a safe from Morphew's home that was returned with $70,000 in cash missing. Senior Deputy District Attorney Jeff Lindsay says Morphew previously accused law enforcement of stealing the money. Wow. He did seem like a jerk, for sure. I believe he didn't want to share something about heavy chlorine. Tells me he was cleaning something in that hotel. Yes, and there were there were wet towels all over the floor. Remember? That's odd, and we don't know why yet. I told you to listen to that after you went live. Yeah, that sent me into a deep dive of all kinds of songs about addiction. I was sitting here sobbing, crying when it was time to go live. Okay. Nothing from Scott Rice yet. Okay. So Ashley Franco references the same messages I just read from Lauren Sharf, that I want to be with you. I can only be me with you. You know, I was born to love you. Wow. They seem to really love each other. Then she says, Judge cautions the defense that they are burning through a lot of their time and that they need to be cautious of that. Oh, thank you, Coat of Many Colors. You guys, isn't it interesting? This guy supposedly went to high school with Suzanne, and Barry went to the same school, right? Um, that was weird to me, and it seems like Suzanne and Barry must have loved each other at a point in time. But these text messages show that she was really enjoying this little, you know, relationship. Okay, so Mark Salinger says FBI investigator on stand confirmed Suzanne would track Barry through his phone and Find My Phone app. At times, she would tell her lover Barry was coming home so that they could stop talking. Barry would sometimes put his phone on airplane mode so she couldn't track him. Both of them were being shady. So we can't just. I don't want the defense to use this against Suzanne. Barry was doing the same thing, obviously. Why would he put his phone on airplane mode so he couldn't be tracked? If you have nothing to hide, you would keep it on there to prove, look, I told you, I don't do anything. I have nothing to hide. You can track me wherever I go. Maybe even abusive to Suzanne, mentally, physically. He seems like he only wanted the best things in life and perfection. Like, look how beautiful she was, and her daughters, too. I bet he had her under his thumb. Yes, I completely agree. Here's a picture. I keep them in my, her with one of her daughters. Oh, it's so pitiful. And I mean, I feel bad for the daughters. I really do. I have questions, but I mean, he's been, that's for one, it's all they have left. And for two, if he's been their dad their whole life. So he's had many years to kind of help determine their way of thinking and all of that. And there he is laying down during the search, doing something bizarre. So bizarre, the people searching with him took a picture. Let's not forget about that. We'll just keep Suzanne on the background, though. Okay. Okay, we have a couple new ones. Um, Attorney Ayton is now speaking about an interview with Barry Morphew and investigators. With Barry Morphew and investigators in January. She claims that Suzanne said on the spy pen that 80% of the arguments with Barry Morphew were about money. Ayton brings up an argument that allegedly happened on May 6th, where Barry Morphew said, "I'm not having an affair. I would never cheat on you." Hey, Larry. Oh, hey, Maxie. Thank you so much. I can emphasize with. Yes, I feel bad for them also. Hey, Danielle. Okay, let me see if we've got any more. I wish that this was being streamed. This makes it just so, I don't know. At least y'all get to sit here and hang out with me, though, so. Mexi, I loved the video about summer you did with Will. I thought that you guys did a really good job. It was really good. You could feel, I don't know, like I kept getting the chills watching it. It was just interesting. And if you guys haven't seen it, you should definitely go check it out. And then Larry is also covering a case that I'm covering that is so important, and you should go definitely watch. So Bianca Devon's case. And it is local to him, and he's covering the lawsuit aspect of the case mainly, which is really interesting. So definitely go check out both of them. Let's see. We'll check Crime Talk. He hasn't tweeted. It's tweeted. Is that he hasn't made a tweet for like the last 20 minutes. Carol McKinley, that's one that I follow. Now let's see, or that I'm checking. Another one, just in case you guys wanted to check as well. Mark Salinger, he's a reporter with 9 News in Colorado. Yeah, it definitely was intense. Very good, though. When other creators show love and support. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Control kills love over time. It squeezes the life out of a marriage. Yeah, absolutely. Like, if you love somebody, why do you want to control them? Because if I love you, I want you to be happy. And when an adult is being controlled, they're not going to be happy. It's not fair. And if you love someone and they love you, then there's no reason to be in control of all of their life like that, anyways. Another one is Stephanie Rose. Let's see if she's got anything. Nope. Okay. Nothing too exciting or shocking. Just kind of some little love messages between her and her boyfriend, and $70,000 missing. Oh, hi, Stephanie. Yes, I forgot about. I mean, I didn't forget. It just happened a couple of days ago. I'm looking forward to that, though. I think that would be very interesting. She is now, you are just starting your channel, right? And she's a nurse who's worked in different rehab centers and stuff, and she's going to come on and kind of talk about that with us. And if that's your channel there, could you link it in the comments so that other people can come check you out if they want? No, it's missing from their safe, Hannibal. There was 70,000 in the safe that is not accounted for. Hey, Vicky. Okay. She said, I obviously need more coffee. Judge Patrick Murphy is in the courtroom. Remember, I told y'all she said that Judge Morphew had arrived. It's so funny. She was making a run for it. Sounds like, I bet he had on her phone tracking devices or something. He was expecting this to come. Possibly. Or maybe he's just pretending the money's missing. I don't know. I mean, I doubt it, but it's possible. And it, he um they said that he had previously accused law enforcement of taking it. Okay, so defense is now asking Special Agent Harris about what Suzanne and Barry's grown daughters knew about their marriage. Both girls said their parents argued. Macy was asked about her dad being physically abusive, and she allegedly told investigators she couldn't see him being abusive. Oh, thank you, Hannah. I'm so glad you're here watching. Shannon, she could have stashed it away. Like, and this is not uncommon. I have a friend who's with a man who is controlling and jealous and mean. And he was working. She wasn't. She's working now, so she has income. But like a year ago, she was wanting to leave. And that was one of the first things that I mentioned to her. Do you have money? When he gives you money to go shopping, hide back $5 at a time until you have, just do it until that way you have a little bit in case things go crazy. You so it's common. Okay. Attorney Ayton, I don't know how to pronounce it. Eytan. So Ayton, it looks like the first part, and then so we'll just call her Attorney E. Attorney E is asking Agent Harris about what Miles Harvey had told investigators about Barry and Suzanne's marriage, quote unquote, quote, not being perfect, unquote. Miles said he was a workaholic and wasn't home enough. Didn't hear that Barry was physically abusive. Agent Harris told Agent Harris said Mallory was spoken to early on into the investigation, but after that, not able to speak with. But she said that they never spoke of divorce. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, I agree, Brandy. I do too. If he was watching every dollar, then she would have to stash some away. Of what happened if it was Barry having the affair, everyone would have a problem with it. No, it's not. I get what you're saying there because that's a good point, but there's a couple differences. For one, she's a victim, right? So we don't want to victim shame. We don't want to, you know, there's a line you got to be careful of crossing when it comes to that. Number two, it's not okay that she had the affair, period. But he was obviously doing the same thing, and I don't. So I'm not okay with her doing it, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not okay with anybody lying. Period. If we're okay with people lying about anything, then there's a problem there. But I'm definitely not doing it if you don't say please. Please. Maybe in a second. Give them to me and go sit down. Let me finish my thought, which I already lost my train of thought. Anyways, all I'm saying is it happens. People cheat. It's not okay. We can't make excuses for it. We can't pretend it's not a problem. But also, she's a victim here. He was cheating as well. So don't want to harp on it too much. Thank you, Shar. The investigator said clearly that he was not having an affair, and we do not know for certain that he was an abuser. It's all speculation at this point. Well, we do know that he was turning off his phone on airplane mode so he couldn't be tracked. So he was, I mean, there's only speculation there. I'm not here to hang him out to dry or make him guilty before he's found guilty by a court of law, but also in my like if I'm just going to say what I think, it looks really shady what he's done, and we can't ignore that. Maybe if you say please and you give me a second. Yes. Oh, thank you.
I got
Give me a kissy.
a cat. A lion.
Give me a kiss.
A cat.
Thank you.
There's a lion.
He held the gun to his own head, not hers. That's true. He did hold it to his own head.
And then a tiger. And a goose.
But yeah, he was emotionally abusing her, and he was using their kids against her. So that's pretty. And that's from the, from their own messages. You said, "Oh, my heart, hello, little man." The same time I was muting the phone and going, "If you don't get in there, I'm not getting your chips." She definitely had a way out. She could have ended. Okay, well, I think we have a new tweet. So on May 6th, text messages from Suzanne to Barry said, "I'm done. I could care less about what you've been up to for years. We need to figure this out civilly." Oh my gosh. Well, there we go. There's his motive. I mean, literally days before she goes missing, she's texting him saying that she's done. Okay, and then Ashley Franco tweets about the same text, but she says Barry responds saying that he loves her, and if she doesn't believe him, then she doesn't know him. Wow. Mom's work is never done. Hey, Woofy. Oh, he said, "I want my chips." Oh my gosh. Somebody help me. Send help. Exactly, Vicky. I agree. That is a huge motive. So true. Having an affair is never a good idea. Can you reread that, please? Yes, I can. I'll actually read it from a different person who had made a tweet about it than the one that I read, so it may be read a little bit differently. On May 6th, text from Suzanne to Barry show Suzanne saying, "I'm done. I could care less what you've been up to for years. We just need to figure this out civilly." Barry responds saying he loves her, and if she doesn't believe him, then she doesn't know him. If you don't know me, so you don't have any idea what I have and have not experienced, just more speculation. What are you talking about? If you're in here to argue with me or with the people watching, then just don't. You're gonna get kicked out. I don't want that in here. Just be nice to each other. We can disagree without arguing, and if you can't, then this is the wrong channel for you. He loved her, but he had a very unhealthy way of showing it. I'm coming to save his chance. They just like this just came out in court within like 3 minutes ago. So hold on, let me check a few other reporters. Let's see what else we can find. She hasn't tweeted. Okay. Okay, so here's another one. Barry Morphew sent messages to Suzanne that said, "I promise you, you are wrong about all the crazy thoughts about me. Why would I want another? Only a fool would stray from an angel like you." Corey, I'm sorry to hear that. The abuser always accuses the victim of what they do. He was an asshole, just straight up. He's cocky as hell, too, just a gut feeling. He's such a manipulator. Oh, you can tell he's cocky. I mean, he's an attractive man, too. He's not, and she's beautiful. They're a beautiful couple. But just because you're attractive doesn't mean, I don't. I don't like when people are too cocky. I think that's just, ugh. Okay. On May 8th, Barry Morphew went and got pizza at Moonlight Pizza in Salada. While he was out, Suzanne Morphew sent a message on LinkedIn to Jeff Libler saying he is gone for a bit. On LinkedIn? Dang. Barry winked at a reporter yesterday. Oh my God. I hadn't heard that, but I could totally see it. And he's in there in his suit and his cowboy boots. Okay, guys. Trying to keep up with. I didn't know LinkedIn. I didn't either at all. He had that "you can't fuck with me" cockiness. My comment was in response to another comment. That's okay. You're fine, Corey. Just please, let's just try to like agree to disagree sometimes in here, okay? I just like it for everybody to be able to speak their piece from all sides without getting attacked and all of that stuff. Okay. And I don't think you were attacking anyone or anything. I'm not saying that at all. I just, I don't want y'all fussing in here. I'm pacing the floors. I can't even stop to get chips. I've got to put the phone down for a second and get some chips for Bentley. His eyes tell the story. I feel he would have disclosed all the affair info when she disappeared if he was innocent of any wrongdoing. First thought would have been Suzanne run off with her lover. Yeah, and he had to have known about it. Well, I don't know. I guess he didn't. But if we think that she disappeared at a certain time and her phone was used after that on Facebook and stuff, then and it was him on the phone, which he will never admit to, because then anyways, it shows that he knew long before and just was pretending he didn't. Lauren was so funny when she told that about him winking at a reporter. She said, I didn't see that. I want to see that. I do know his family walked up to her and said, are you Lauren Sharf? You have played an instrumental role in destroying my family. Like, what? Lady, no, I'm reporting the facts. I didn't do anything. Just because I'm reporting of what's happening. Oh my gosh. I know personally of a woman abusing her husband. Okay. Lauren Sharf says on May 7th at 7:25 a.m., Suzanne messaged Libler about how magical the last few days have been. Agent Harris is checking his binder to find the exact messages Miss E is referring to. Suzanne Morphew continues to text message Libler a lot of the day. At 4:43 p.m., Suzanne tells Barry she's been studying all afternoon and she has veggie stew on for dinner. Chips now. Yes, okay. Gotta put the phones down and get him some chips. Although I don't even want to. I told him no the first time, but he's being pretty good for me to do this. So. You know what, you guys? And Bentley knows they're my favorite, but I love the folded chips. Like, those are the best ones. They have the best flavor. I'm giving you a little both, but there's not many of these. Which one's my favorite? Do you know?
The folded ones.
The folded ones. Bentley gives me all of his folded ones. Okay, come on. Over here. You're welcome, Bentley. Yes. Thank you, Mark. You didn't eat this? Yogurt? Are you serious? Oh my lord, that ain't gonna work, dude. You're gonna have to just hold it yourself. Here, get him up here. Scoot back.
Can I hold my tablet up?
That's my tablet you got, buddy. Hold on. I think it was May 7th, but I will go back to it. I'm just taking care of the little man for a minute. Okay. Bentley is the man. It's almost 2 a.m. my time, and I'm going to get some chips. Now I've already got two of you in here eating chips that weren't. I'm sorry. He cannot stand the idea of her leaving him. Okay. I will go back to that for the time, and then we'll go through and see if there's anything new. And there is something new. So, on May 7th at 7:25 a.m., thanks, Woofy, Suzanne Morphew messaged Libbler about how magical the last few days have been. Agent Harris is checking his binder to find the exact messages Miss E is referring to. Suzanne Morphew continues to text message Libbler a lot of the day. At 4:43 p.m., Suzanne tells Barry she's been studying all afternoon and she has veggie stew on for dinner. I love vegetable soup. On May 8th, Barry Morphew went and got pizza at Moonlight Pizza in Salada. While he was out, Suzanne Morphew sent a message on LinkedIn to Jeff Libbler saying he's gone for a bit. E, which is the defense attorney, says, "We are going to move off the pizza. On to the next topic, I guess." Okay. Oh, make that 3. That is so funny. Chips and dip, too. That's the best. Okay. You guys, if you could have seen me yesterday recording all these tweets, like, because all day long I did just what I'm doing now, checking over and over. Like, then I would, edit the photo quickly, just crop out the edges, and then go to TikTok and record that tweet. And I had to, like, I end up having to take, like, you is a lot more than you guys see because I mess up over and over and over again. Sometimes I'm reading the same tweet like 4 times. And on here, I don't have the opportunity to fix it. Oh, thank you, Mexi, so much. You keep up the awesome work too. And thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So Ashley Franco talks about the texts that say, I'm done. I could care less what you've been up to for years. We need to figure this out civilly. Then she says, texts go on to say that Suzanne Morphew morning before she went missing, she allegedly messages Jeff Libbler telling him she had a fine night and looked at houses for sale. She follows that with, still talk about Arizona. Ooh, ketchup chips. That sounds good. I have recently tried those ones that are from, like, that you guys eat up there, the all dressed. Oh my gosh, I love those. They are so, so good. Yes, if you guys haven't checked out Mexi's channel, definitely go check it out. His most recent one is very intense. I got the chills several times. I probably shouldn't have watched it at like 10 p.m. outside in the dark, but that's kind of where I was at watching it. I don't have any chips, but y'all made me want some. Oh, thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that so much. Okay, let me go check a few of these and see if we have anything new. Yes, we do. Okay. Attorney E, defense attorney, wanted to speak about Suzanne Morphew's secret bank account. The state objects and says beyond the scope. She is now explaining. Judge overrules the objection. Ooh, okay. 10 p.m. watching that. No good. I haven't tried the voodoo trip chips, but I've seen them in the stores. But aren't they kettle cooked? Because I don't know. I just don't like. Think they're so hard when they're kettle cooked. So I don't usually buy them if they are. Okay. Defense now asking Special Agent Harris about a statement sent to Susan Morphew's email about her alleged secret bank account. It was a Green Dot account. Defense says you can access the account and withdraw money without having to go to a bank. They are a little harder, but so good. Well, maybe I'll make an exception and check them out. I'm not meaning to get behind with the comments and just checking real quick to see if there's anything else. Okay. Yes, Jamie Leary, and she works for CBS 4 Mountain Newsroom, is what it says. So, CBS 4. Now, I hadn't read any from her yet because everyone else was kind of. She actually hadn't tweeted much, and everyone else was tweeting quite a bit. So I went to hers because no one's tweeting anything right this moment. And she says that Suzanne used LinkedIn and WhatsApp to communicate with the man she was having an affair with. There seems to be a lot of confusion and time spent figuring out these messages and timeline. Moving on to her secret bank account, hearing objections from the prosecution. I wonder if any big withdrawals had been made. I don't know, but we're going to find out in a second. I had an affair and left with dude. I came clean. I didn't like being unemotionally involved with someone. I didn't love him enough, but he didn't try to make it work either. I was on drugs too then. I did lots of unusual. Yeah, I know the feeling. I have several years of my life of choices I made that I don't really understand why. They're all gone. So if you want some, you're gonna have to handle it. There's Cheetos flavored. Have you guys seen the Cheetos flavored Lay's? Cheetos. I was watching the coverage on Summer Wells the other night. It was intense. Yes. Hey, Amber. Damn, all this chip talk now. I'm busting open my Hawaiian onion. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Okay, so now like 5 or 6 of y'all are having chips because of Bentley. And he's still not satisfied with the chips I gave him. He said he wanted both because we only had a couple salt and vinegar, so I gave him original, and those aren't good enough. So, what do you have there, buddy? Oh, a Hershey Kiss. Are you serious? It's not time for candy. Now, come on. That's enough. Get in here and watch your tabby or play with your toys. Come on. You want to go outside and play? No. Are you kidding me? No. You're not getting Oreos. This child, y'all. No. Come on. You can have a bagel. Yeah, outside. Come on. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. It is what it is. We're waiting. We have to wait for updates anyway. Okay. And we have some. In April, Suzanne Morphew opened up an account with Green Dot and Royal Compass Management. Defense attorney asked Agent Harris he had looked into this, and he said he hadn't. The state is now asking Agent Harris more questions. That's interesting. He hadn't looked into Susan, like the FBI agent investigating her case wasn't aware of what bank accounts she had. I love Panera chips. Is it bad that I'm happy she got to feel love from a man the last 2? No, it's not bad. At least she got to, she was happy really happy. I actually had someone else say that yesterday to me. He respected me for my honesty, though. I couldn't lie to him. Like, it's not fair to him. No, you're right, Brandy. And it's hard sometimes to, be honest in those situations, but that's big of you to do it. Okay, here we go. Defense wraps up cross-examination. Senior District Attorney Jeff Lindsay is up for redirect. He starts off with asking about the defense questioning him about agents not being able to find any evidence that Barry Morphew was having an affair. But Lindsay says Barry was, quote, unquote, looking. I don't know. How do you say that? It drives me crazy when people say quote unquote before they even speak the sentence that's supposed to be in quotes, because you're. But then if it's just one word, is that when you say it like quote unquote? I don't know. Maybe I've lived like on another planet my whole life, but that's confusing. You say quote unquote after this sentence. Unquote after this sentence. Yes. I don't like potatoes. Don't even like French fries, but I love potato chips.
Mommy.
But I'm doing Weight Watchers, so I don't have them in the house. Oh my Lord. Just, there's nothing I can do about it on your shirt.
It's stick to my hand.
Well, it's slime. It's going to stick to you, so. But you got to move your hands real fast like this, and it won't stick. See? That's the trick.
Can I put different slime?
No, I think we're good with slime right now. You can play with the Play-Doh, like the red or the blue that doesn't stick, but that's it.
I can play that blue.
That's it. Okay, Lauren Sharp. The state is now asking Agent Harris about Barry Morphew's phone. There was some deleted dated web history, such as Ashley Madison. When this was said, Barry sat up in his chair. Oh, my. I usually have an affair and leave because they want love and happiness.
Oh, yeah.
Do it and come back and forth and then get caught. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mommy.
Women do usually cheat for happiness, and men cheat for, like, for the night. I guess. Well, no, I said red or blue. Red or blue. Red or blue. We'll probably have a break here soon, and then I'll exit out and then maybe come back after, depending on what's happening. It's like, an all-day thing. Okay, so defense attorney is now asking if he knows who made the search. Agent Harris said he doesn't know. This search was in January of 2020. There were no searches after this day.
Mommy, you said this is sticky?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit sticky. Okay. Special Agent Harris says they looked through Barry Morphew's phone and it showed some dating websites and a search for Ashley Madison. Defense objects and says that there was a shared iCloud account between the family, so it's not clear who made the search. Oh, my Lord. He's married? Wait. I didn't even know that. That is awful. Well, he had to have known this was going to come out in court, right? He should have. In March, interviews with Barry Morphew and the FBI asked Barry about the website Celebrity Jihad website he had allegedly searched, which is a porn website. Barry now has his arms crossed. Why is it called that? It's not spelled like the same. I don't know. Married with 6 children. Oh, no, I did not know that. Oh, I feel for the wife for sure. That's awful.
Didn't call that. He didn't call that.
He did?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay.
I thought the baby at Nini's. The baby's all at Nini's.
Celeb Jihad. Yeah, now she spelled it correctly. Jihad. Jihad. Because at first she spelled it Jehad. Celeb Jihad is a nude celebrity website with photos and videos brought to people daily by Islamic extremists, according to their website. Okay, that is some weird stuff right there. Busy man. Amber. Unfortunate, so maybe she wasn't moving on to someone better after all. Yeah. Another argument ensues as District Attorney Lindsay brings up search on pornographic website from Barry Morphew iCloud account. Before getting any further, defense asks judge to approach the bench. Reminder, the iCloud account is shared between the family. Yeah, well, his phone was on that porn site. Yeah, that is some specific porn. And his defense attorney is arguing that the iCloud account is used by everyone in the family. Which, yeah, I bet you Suzanne and the girls are searching for celeb jihad for porn brought to you by Islamic extremists. It's celebrity porn, so I don't know if it's celebrities and Islamic extremists are presenting you their. I don't know. I just really don't know, but. You cannot make this stuff up, Vicky. That is true. Court has heated up in the last minutes, says Mark Salinger from 9 News. Prosecution says Barry searched for cute girls near Salada and website Ashley Madison, dating site for married people. Defense objects, asking FBI if search could come from someone on the same iCloud account. Yeah, and I bet you Suzanne and their daughters are definitely searching for cute girls near Salada. That makes so much sense. Yeah, that's a lot of child support. I don't know, Lori. I'm wondering what she knew. I'm sure she had to know, though. Jeff was a bigwig in pharmaceuticals, now doing landscaping. Oh. Can you imagine that humiliation in front of the mother and his daughters? Well, sorry, Mom. Now, I have nothing against any of his family, but I just love that he's feeling humiliated right about now. And I hope that his mom isn't too humiliated because, the mom and daughters are too. Okay, let's see if we have anything new. Yes. The defense was very upset about this. They then spoke to the judge about the celeb. They are not happy this has come out. They are not happy. What, baby? Now that one's off limits, and you know that. And you get it out, and I'm going to teach you really quickly what happens when you don't behave. I said no, didn't I? Okay. I wouldn't touch it again.
This one or this one?
Now I'm making up images in my head. You can play with that one. But you already know that. I gotta take a drink. It's hard to talk so much. What was the porn site about? So it says it's a celebrity porn site, like with celebrity nudes. Hold on. Let me go find this. Here it is. I already had it on my thing. So it is a nude celebrity website with photos and videos brought to people daily by Islamic extremists. Well, pretty sure this one's going to be instantly demonetized, but I don't care. That's okay. That's okay. Let's see. I don't know how they do that. What it like some I don't know. Does Google listen to I don't know. Do they have some kind of bot that goes through listening for keywords or what's wrong with Pornhub? Barry is an odd fellow. I just hope no one leaks the naked pics of Suzanne and Jeff. Oh my gosh, I know. Well, hopefully they're redacted when they do come out with the discovery. I gotta know which celebrities are on that site. Well, don't go to it, Vicky. If you do, enter at your own risk. This wasn't regular porn, Steve. I'm so glad that I did this live today. Y'all are so funny.
Mama, I made a face.
Cool. Agent Harris is being asked about Holly Wilson and a conversation she had with Barry Morphew. Barry was accusing Suzanne of sleeping with a man in a basement in November. He allegedly told Holly, "If I find him, I will shoot off his balls and shove them down his throat." I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't want to read that, but I had to. That would have been super hard to be serious doing, like on the videos, like the pre-recorded videos. I probably wouldn't have read that. And okay. Barry Morphew allegedly hired a retired FBI agent to look into the disappearance of Suzanne. Special Agent Harris says Barry said at some point the former agent said Suzanne was in some dude's basement and Barry was going to go after him. What? I wonder if we'll get to talk to this because we don't even know if that's true or if he's I can't this early in the morning. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. I gotta smoke a cigarette on that one. You okay? I'm sorry, buddy. Okay. If I find him, I'll shoot him, blah, blah, shove him down his throat. When Holly Wilson asked Barry Morphew about what the last thing he had said to Suzanne Morphew before she went missing, and Holly remembers him stumbling and hesitating.
Oh my god, oh my god!
Hey, you don't do that because you're going to drop it. Bentley, I'm going to make you put it up if you can't be responsible. You have a responsibility playing with slime. And that's don't get it on your clothes and don't drop it on the ground. No, it's not okay if you get it on your clothes.
I get it on my clothes.
Well, don't get any more.
Oh my god, oh my god!
Stop doing that, please.
I got it there, Mama.
I got it there, Mama.
Oh my god, Mama.
Can you stop saying that?
Oh my god, Mama.
I am too, Alex. I hope I never have to go to court for anything where my whole private life becomes exposed. I know.
Mommy,
Sorry about that, Amelia. starts. Well, Bentley's not going this year until maybe in January because we're going to be moving soon through this year, and he's only 4, which he's really good. He does ABC mouth, and he's very good at it. And yeah, there's some other things that we're doing from home. I'm probably going to start Hooked on Phonics soon. My niece used that to start reading, and it worked so quick. And I used it actually as a child. I remember I was reading chapter books by kindergarten too. Okay. Haven't gotten anything yet since that. Okay, and then the conversation where he was stumbling and couldn't remember where she was from November 6th. Okay, Bentley just got in trouble. Then he let the cat inside. Really? Lord have mercy, y'all. Whew. Victims are almost always put on trial, too. Yeah, that is true and sad. Where is everyone from in the chat? Y'all can answer that while I'm looking. 1 minute ago, she mentions again the text from Suzanne to Barry that says, "I'm done. I could care less what you're up to and have been for years. We just need to figure this out civilly." Barry had deleted it, but investigators found it. So on May 6th, the text where she oh my gosh, told him that she was done and wanted to figure things out civilly, he deleted the text message. Wow. Didn't want him to find that. Mm-mm-mm. That's interesting. Southern Georgia, Cali and Pennsylvania, North Dakota, Salt Lake City, Utah. That's funny. ABC better. Okay. I don't like that. Uh, that's that shows there's a reason why they've charged him. You know, they're Indiana, Scotland, California, coal fields of Virginia. Oh, cool. I thought, yeah, you said the Appalachian Mountains, which I am also in. 4 days before Suzanne went missing, this is from another court reporter, same text that they're talking about though. 4 days before Suzanne went missing, she texted her husband to say she was done. Special Agent Harris testifies. The text on May 6th of 2020 reads, "I'm done. I could care less what you're up to and have been for years. We just need to figure this out civilly." And he deleted that text, but investigators found it anyways. What does that say to you guys? I don't like that. In Florida, oh, I know you're hot. What's up, crime homies? True crime homies. I have a t-shirt that says it too. West Virginia, 773 Raven 73. Okay, Carol said, okay. Carol McKinley, who is with the Colorado Sun Denver Gazette, she says that Barry Morphew's attorney, Iris E., shifts gears to raise new clandestine behavior by Suzanne Morphew. Um, Implies Suzanne could use the money to flee. I so hope she took that money. He's trying to make it all her. Okay, we have some new ones here. Um, Agent Harris says this text message is a significant step for Suzanne, according to Sheila, her best friend. Suzanne hadn't come out and said it until May 6th. Agent Harris is asked what Jeff Libler was doing around May 9th and 10th. He was in Michigan on a dock project, went to a hardware store to buy supplies, and checked with his credit card. Yeah, I agree, Lori. Don't even tell him. You just go and then call him later when you're already safely out of there. Prosecution now working to rule out Libler's involvement in her disappearance. They interviewed him and investigated what he was doing May 9th and 10th. They established that he was on a work project. Well, thank y'all for sitting in here and hanging out with me. I think what I'll do is they'll probably go on a short break and then come back for a few minutes. If they do what they did yesterday, then they'll, have court for a little bit, which I can post in my community to keep you guys updated on what you'll miss then, instead of making a video for like an hour's worth of court. And then maybe after lunch, I will come back on, but kind of just going with the flow. But they're not on break yet. Don't even call them. Never came forward until I don't know why he didn't come forward. Maybe the wife? I'm not sure. Not that Mormons and polygamy ain't enough of Utah. That's funny. This trial might be salacious, sensational enough to rescue a good chunk of the people stuck on Watts Island. I don't know, Amelia. I think that the Summers case is kind of taking some of that. Which, come on, we don't need to be focused on any case that's already closed more than the cases that are open, but also we don't need to focus on like one case. Like, I wish the general public would kind of, I don't know, because there's so many kids out there that never, like, they go missing and they never get talked about. There's a baby 2 hours from me. I've made a video about her. And it did actually decent on TikTok. I think it's on my YouTube channel. If it is, it didn't do very well, but this little baby was only a few months old and went miss. She was with her dad, who wasn't even a biological parent, but the hospital allowed him to take her because he was on the birth certificate. But anyways, when CPS goes to check on her, he tells CPS that he's already given her to someone else with CPS, and there's no record of it. And I mean, this, you would think that, I don't know, there needs to be more attention to things like that. But Harris says both credit card activity and phone records show that Suzanne's lover was in Michigan at the time she disappeared on May 10th. The Michigan man also messaged Suzanne on May 10th and May 11th. By Watts Island. But you're right. This case it just has those factors of, the cheating and the beautiful people. There's a lot of beautiful people out there that really, Steve, those are the ones that I kind of focus on the most. I think those are the ones that I want to like just try to, like, I don't know, you see these little helpless people and you want to help. I don't know. Take a break from Summer's case. I hate to say it, but it's become so social media drama, sadly. Yes, for real. It has. Hold my beer. I have something to tell you. Actually, the Glarer was the first one that who had told me about Summer's case, and I remember when I first started looking at it, and I went and grabbed her those some of the videos from TikTok and uploaded them, and I did not expect it to kind of blow up like it has. But thank God for little Summer, right? It's a good thing in a way because she deserves it. She deserves to have so many people caring about her. All the little kids deserve it. Okay, let me see if we've got anything new happening. No, not with Ashley. Then we'll check Shelly Bradbury with the Denver Post, who has not posted anything. I'll try Crime Talk. Nothing. That's okay, Woofy. Oh my gosh, I just wish that we could watch it for ourselves. You know, I know what you mean, Steve. It is hard. You do see your own babies like in these kids. That's one of the things that made me like so interested in Gannon Stouck's case. Like he just reminds me so much of my 12-year-old. Um, yeah. So we haven't had anything new for a minute. Let's want to know how the phone was destroyed. Okay, just smash the SIM card. You know, though, I still feel like the Watts case, like in a way, like should kind of like I don't know. I know there's a lot of drama there, and I know people are sick of the case. But if you're with the same belief that maybe you know the people who were involved are not all in jail, then I can see why people keep talking about it, and that even to me it seems like something that should be discussed more because I personally think that it's a very good possibility that there was other people involved, one other person in particular, but I don't know. Come on, people. There should be cameras in every courtroom. Yes, there should. It's not right. I don't like it at all. I get it. A YouTuber streamed it and they shouldn't have, whatever, and that's wrong. But still, then we're not able to be as balanced as we should be. We should be keeping an eye and making sure that people aren't being shady. There's enough corruption and stuff that happens all the time. Truly, all the time. Him detoxing from the Watts case. Now, I don't know too much about that one, Jennifer. I have tried to watch. Christina Randall has like a little series on that case, and I've watched her videos on it. I really enjoy her, and I can kind of watch about any case on there. But it's been a while since that's the last time I've seen one of them. There are literally no updates coming through at all. So last night during my video about Summer, it was actually about the interview on the channel Voices Behind the Wall. I kind of just was going over what happened in the interview, my opinions about some of the things. I really try not to give it too much, but Cher came in there and commented that there would be a part two up soon, and I don't remember exactly when she said. I need to go back and look, but that is very interesting. I'll be waiting for that. I just feel like it seems like there's such a focus on these parents. Now, what Cher is trying to do is like be an advocate for the parents and help them, because there's so many people pointing the finger at them. And there's good reason. A lot sometimes there's parents are to blame a lot of the times, but also there's a lot of other possibilities, and it worries me that we will be blinded to any other possibilities, and we'll miss what maybe actually could have happened by focusing too hard on parents. I miss sharing there. I hate I missed out. We'll listen during break. It's okay. Yeah, she just came in, said like she just said a couple things quickly. This planet is crazy cray. Yes, it is. I try to have hope for parents. I hope they are not guilty. I do too. I, I don't know. And my opinion has changed so much, like from the beginning. So I'm not really sure, and I don't. But I certainly think that we don't know. I mean, I'd love to know the information that police have been able to gather. They on a break or something? No one has tweeted if they are, but nothing's happening. Let's see. Oh, I see. Hold on a second. Oh, you better be picking that up. 1 second, you guys. I would love to hear from Grandma as well. Okay, I had to get on my hotspot because my internet messed up. That's probably why we weren't getting any updates. So I am logging in on that now.
In the car.
It's very bizarre to say the least. Okay, now we're connected. Shoo. Um, Now let's check and see what I missed while I lost freaking service for a second. Okay, they are actually on a short break. So, and they will come back after this short break, and then they will go to lunch. Um, I'm not going to come back before lunch. I don't think, but I will probably. Well, you know what? I'm not happy about this. They're on a 10-minute research recess that started 9 minutes ago. I don't know if I should just stay on and play until lunch and then do the rest. Ugh. Okay, let's see what. They're on a 10-minute recess that started 9 minutes ago. 8 minutes ago, as they go to recess, Barry Morphew and Susan Morphew's daughters mouth to their dad, "I love you. You're looking great in your suit." One sends a hugging motion to him. Oh my God. That is so sad, y'all. Holy moly. Mm. I don't know. Should I stay on here until it's only a 10-minute break that started like 10 minutes ago. But they said that yesterday and it was more like a 20-minute break. What do you guys think? Luckily not watching my niece today, so it worked out pretty good. Probably a time delay. Was it bail? No, bail was never set for him. But I bet you his attorneys are going to fight for it now. That's one thing that I'm thinking that will happen. They're going to try to get him bail. It's a mixed bag. I think I'll sit for a minute, see how quickly they come back, and if it takes too long, I'll just update you guys after. Bentley, are you serious?
I read a lot. Okay, I'm putting them now. I don't want to pick up the rest.
Honey, when you stand that up, they're going to all fall out. Watch. There's a hole in the other side. It's not, you can't pick them up in that.
It's like this. You're going to pick it up.
Hey, Meg. How are you?
Okay, that's all. I'm not picking it up.
Oh, there's some people a little bit behind, but that's okay. Yeah, I'll just wait for a second. If we don't have an update quickly, then I'll just update you guys in a little bit. I don't have too much happening here today either, besides some house cleaning and all of that. Yeah, that is really, really sad. Are you serious, kitty cat? Look at your kitty cat, Bentley, trying to get in. Okay, back from break. Looks like the next witness will be former FBI agent Johnny Grusing. This is the third witness to take the stand decisions. Well, you know what? No, it's a different cat, Amelia. It's one of the kittens that I had here that will probably keep now. I had been trying to give him away, but Coco hasn't came back. It was one of her last litter. Okay, now be careful. There's no point in me going yet whenever you pulled out my salt lamp. Whenever I'll be following this like crazy no matter what. So I can. You found something important. Yeah, Woofy, but I named him, remember? Did I tell you I named him to Joe Exotic? Oh, you're so welcome, Meg. I'm so happy you're here, and I hope that you're feeling okay and doing good. Bentley, get out from back there, please. Okay, so the former FBI agent Johnny Grusing, he worked in the Denver office since September of 1996. He has terrorism matter experience as well as violent crime matters until his retirement 2 weeks ago. Okay, get out from behind the chair. Just because I'm on the phone doesn't mean you misbehave, okay? Come on. Oh, yeah, you know. You need to pick these up. Pick up the Batman tower, Bentley, now.
You pick up the rest.
I'm not picking up the rest. You're out of your mind.
I'm so tired.
We are back from recess. Next witness is this guy. I know. I wish Coco would come home too, but guys, I don't think it's going to happen because, her leaving those kittens. I don't see her doing that. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta mute this for a second. Oh my Lord. Okay, Amelia, you have a great day, and thank you, Jennifer. Brandy, yes, he is. You guys, my power's out. Oh my Lord. My water was out because there was a leak and they had to turn it off to fix it. Now the power's out. I'm not picking up the Batman tower. He's picking up the tower. Okay. Agent Grusing has worked a lot of no body homicide cases. The Chaffee County Sheriff's Office asked him to interview Barry Morphew because of his behavioral analyst experience. Kiki Rose, I miss it some days and other days I don't. Yeah, I could see how that could be good and bad for sure. Um. Oh, I cannot believe I'm gonna have to charge my phone in the car. So Shelley Bradbury talks about the recently retired FBI agent Jonathan Grusing. He's an expert in missing people and no body homicides, where a victim is presumed dead but a body is not found. He also worked on the Dylan Redwine case, which just ended in a guilty verdict against Dylan's dad. Oh, Shannon, that's okay. I'm sorry you got aggravated in here. Um, Alexa, clean my house. Oh, Brandy, folding laundry is just such a pain in the butt. It really is. Oh no, a friend of mine um, had a stroke. I'm so sad to hear that. Okay, let me check the. Agent Grusing investigated Barry Morphew's cell phone. He analyzed it. He was asked to find out where Barry was on May 9th and 10th. Mm-mm. Anybody homicides? Agent Grusing is now being asked about Barry Morphew's truck based on the data. There were 625 pages of the report to be analyzed. The data included when the door opened, closed, and when brake lights were on, etc. etc. Yes, Brandy. Laundry and dishes are like the two that are just ugh. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that too. It's sad. Um, mm. Just pray for her. Send your love and support, and I will too. Okay, let's see. I hate putting them up. That's funny. I I don't like folding them, but I'm usually folding little clothes, and it seems like it just, I don't know. It's so time consuming. There's so many more, like, there's way more shirts in Bentley's loads of laundry than in mine because his shirts are small. I don't know. It just, ugh, sucks. Do dishes as you cook and stuff. You should. It would make it easier, but uh, that's, I mean, we're not perfect. None of us are perfect. I used to be really messy, you guys, like a mess. And then when I like got clean and had Bentley and everything, I just changed so much. And now I'm like super OCD. I like things to be clean. Okay, we have a new update. Lauren Scharf, 43 seconds ago, said on May 9th of 2020, the telematics of his truck and phone were correlating with what Barry Morphew was saying. He went to Tailwind's property around 11, then went home around 11:30 a.m. to eat veggie soup with Suzanne. Oh, hi, Janessa. I don't know why YouTube does that. It doesn't notify half the time. It's been a long live already, but trying to stay updated with his court. So, yeah. My neighbor just texted me, didn't pay the power bill, did you? Because our power's out. Everyone up here. Grusing is talking about how they tracked Barry Morphew's truck, the calls it made, and where exactly his truck had traveled. I am on meds for OCD, so I understand there's a happy medium for cleanliness. Been medicated when my kids were small. Yeah, and I probably should be for the way I am too. I just, I got to where I could almost like see germs like in my brain, and I mean, even before COVID, my hands stayed cracked open from washing all the time. Then when COVID happened, and they're like, everyone needs to wash their hands for like 20 seconds. I remember thinking, like, wait, everybody doesn't do that already? Like, I'm the only, like, because I would wash my hands constantly. I really, like, when my water was out the last couple of days, oh my Lord, it's been rough for me. I have alcohol wipes I'm using, and using water bottles, and yeah. Hello from Louisiana. Yes. Oh, I wish I had a generator. My dad has one, but he is not here. So let's see if we've got anything new from that. It seemed that what I just read to you guys, the last update had an update. Okay, yeah, an update coming after. So on May 9th, I ended at 11:30 to eat veggie soup with Suzanne. Barry allegedly left around 1:30 makes a few calls, checks out a job at Kim's Gym in Salida, then returned home around 2:44. When Barry got home, Suzanne Morphew was sunbathing and sending pictures of herself to Jeff Libler. Okay. Tea tree oil. So there was a leak, which I live on a mountain, so our water, like right now, we won't have water either, because if you don't have electricity, there's not, it's not pumping the water up the hill. So, but there was a leak and we had electricity and stuff, but they had to turn off the water to fix it. Now the electricity's out, which it was a planned outage. I guess they're fixing something and hopefully it's on soon. Yes, when the house is clean, like you just rest so much better. I don't know. It's just, there's something about what it does for your soul. If my house, I love it. Smelling good, looking good. I like to walk, like, I like pretty lights. And Bentley didn't unplug my lamp. The power was out. I just didn't realize it when I said that, and he was up on it. But yeah, that something about when your house is clean and it looks the way that you like it, it just makes you feel good. I'm surprised the way that was worded. Can you imagine? So this Jeff Libler, her boyfriend, I'm sure he was scared to death when she went missing and he wasn't hearing from her and stuff, and he couldn't really talk to anyone about it. I wonder if, like, when he came, I don't know. I smudge after I clean too. Clean the energy and all. Spent 3.5 hours deep cleaning my bedroom and bathroom the other day, and it is so nice. I bet it does feel good now. Really, dude? You gonna break my jewelry just to be mean?
Yes.
If you do, guess what? You will get
Have Oreo?
if you don't break it, can you have an Oreo? Are you guys kidding me?
Can I?
When I'm finished with this live, I might let you have one if you're good for the rest of it. Oh,
Shoot. Oh, I'm sorry, Mommy. I didn't know.
he broke my bracelet. Man, Jeff knew immediately that something bad had happened to Suzanne. Yeah. Brandy, will you explain what smudging is for Lori? And I'm going to pick all those beads up, Bentley. Not cool. And then put them up here on the box, the storage box. Then get your shoes on and go swing or something and get off the porch.
I did that.
Yeah, it's all right. Go on. Not cool, dude. Not cool at all. That was one of my favorite bracelets. Shoot. Okay, give it to me. Get your shoes on and go play. You're already covered in dirt. And you had just taken a bath. Okay.
What the?
Let's see. Is that like sage? Oh, I'm sorry, Mommy. It's all right. Okay. At 2:11, so the last one was, she was sending photos of herself to Jeff. At 2:11, Suzanne Morphew told Jeff Libler to get on WhatsApp app. She messaged him on LinkedIn. Exhibit 59. A picture of Suzanne Morphew sunbathing is shown in the courtroom. She is smiling and laying on her front. It is a selfie. The daughters are crying in the courtroom as they see the photo for the first time. Oh, you guys.
Where should I put these?
I got it. All right, go swing. Please.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Thank you for saying sorry. Go play. Get your shoes on. You're going to get a splinter.
I'm gonna go inside though.
No, we're not. It's going to be too hot in there. The power's off. You have to stay out here.
I'm too excited. Going on the line. You might get the
Barry Morphew's phone data tells Agent Grusing that he is moving around the Morphew home. Morphew allegedly confirmed this to Agent Grusing. This is May 9th, the day before Suzanne was reported missing. Oh my gosh, we're going to get all the data from that day probably here now. Yes, Steph, I got you. Here it says Exhibit 59 is a picture of Suzanne Morphew sunbathing. It's shown in the courtroom, and she is smiling and laying on her front. It is a selfie. The daughters are crying in the courtroom as they see the photo for the first time. Barry Morphew's phone data tells Agent Grusing that he is moving around the Morphew home. Morphew allegedly confirms this to Agent Grusing. This is May 9th, the day before Suzanne was reported missing. Oh, that is so cool, Brandy. You get it, you're Native American and can get it from your family. That is really interesting. Okay. Agent Grusing asked what he was doing outside. Barry Morphew responded, I shoot chipmunks. I have shot 85 chipmunks. Okay. That's a heck of a hobby. Just hurting little innocent chipmunks. And you ain't going to eat them or nothing. You're just doing it for fun. I don't like that. Prosecution showing Grusing a picture of Suzanne took and sent to Jeff on LinkedIn. Daughters are crying. Grusing says the same day Barry Morphew's phone was tracked roaming the outside of their residence. He asked why. Barry allegedly tells him he was chasing chipmunks to shoot. Like I said, he's an odd fella. I love sweetgrass. I couldn't find it here. Okay, let's see. That's it so far. Cherokee, that is so cool. My cigarette went out, but I haven't smoked the whole time I've been live until just now, so that's pretty good. I'm proud of myself, okay? I'm so glad that y'all see this is fun. Like, no matter what, I'm gonna be following it this close. Yesterday I was, and I was just like rushing around screenshotting and editing, and today I will too, you know, and it's so cool to get to do it with you guys. Percentage of Cherokee. Okay. Nothing new yet. To me, that's an example of Barry's sociopathic tendencies. I was raised, if you don't eat it, where did that go? Don't kill it. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. If it's hunting to kill it or whatever, but just for fun, walking around just hurting little, like 85 of them, because apparently he was out there for a while or he wouldn't have been asked about it. Anyone who kills for fun clearly has issues. You make dream catchers. Oh, that is so cool. If you do it again, you should email me, and you can. I wanted to do a show about all the missing kids in Canada, and you could come on and maybe you could sell them and make some money or something. If you wanted to do them to sell them, then you would have more people to do it for and stuff. I don't know. If you don't want to, that's absolutely okay if you're just making them for personal. But if you're making them to sell, I'd love to have you on. Okay. Agent Grusing mentions a tranquilizer dart cap found in the dryer. He also asked Barry Morphew about what gun he used. He said a 22. Barry's phone was turned into airplane mode. His truck doesn't move from 2:44 until 4:44 on May 9th. At 4:44, the truck door opens and closes. At 9:25 p.m., the gear shift goes from park to reverse and moves backwards in the driveway 95 feet at the Morphew home off of Puma Path in Maysville, Colorado. So yeah, we're going to hear all about his movements. Okay, Brandy, that sounds awesome. I love dream catchers, and I was actually gonna like not during that show about the missing children, but my little niece, she's 19, and she makes dream catchers and stuff, and she's really like good at all the things she does. Like she makes tons of different crafts, any kinds of like she makes some really beautiful stuff, and I've offered her to come and like let me film all of the different things she can make and put it on TikTok or something and have like a big audience to try to make some money, but she won't do it, so we haven't done that yet. What is my theory? I've seen some believe she staged her own. Oh my gosh, no. If so, then if her boyfriend is still at home with his family, okay, that wouldn't make sense. Hold on, though. I will tell you. Well, my theory is that he did it. I just believe he's hid her. He's a hunter. He knows how to bleed things out and how to. I just think it would be hard to find her body. But I do think he did it. That's just my opinion. At 5:33, truck said power was removed and system reboots. Huh. That's interesting. 95 feet at the Morphew home at 9:25 p.m. Oh, that's cool. As Christmas gifts and stuff. My ex-husband was meaner than a junkyard dog. His name was Barry. Oh wow. The little chipmunks, he's like his deer and bear pics, yeah. Or his truck full of antlers, like the entire back full of um deer horns and antlers and stuff. Weird. That is just so creepy to me. I don't see her putting her girls through that either. That just is silly to me. People, I don't know. Okay, so his phone goes into airplane mode, does not come back out of airplane mode until around 10 p.m. This is all on May 9th. Now, this is the day before. This is the interesting part, though, guys. So his phone is on airplane mode from 2:44 to 4:44, right? Let me go back to that one. Um, or no, it's parked in the driveway from 2:44 to 4:44, and it's on airplane mode till 10 p.m. The truck only moves 95 feet in the driveway. This is when people have speculated that something happened to her, because no one speaks to her. Friend was talking to her around like 5 in the evening, and it abruptly ended without saying bye or anything, and no one spoke to her again at all. The activity on her phone was a bunch of adding people on Facebook, but he could have done that and probably did do that. Barry raised a raccoon and named it. Aw, and then killed it and sold its fur? Wow. That's ridiculous and psycho. Oh, Bentley went inside and grabbed his chips again, y'all. Okay, let me see what else I can find. Trending in celebrities, Kylie. Kylie Jenner's trending on Twitter. Sorry, can the phone ping if on airplane mode? I don't think so. I believe, see, that's why he had did it a lot of the times, was to keep from being tracked. So what I'm gonna do is search Barry Morphew. So if what I was doing yesterday, if I couldn't find an update in the 6 court reporters that I was trying to keep an eye on, I would search for his name and then go to the latest tweet. So then Lauren Sharf actually is at the top. She just tweeted again at 10:17 p.m. on May 9th. Barry Morphew Barry Morphew's phone is taken off of airplane mode, and it was at the home. At 3:25 a.m., Barry's truck doors were open and closed. The phone moved towards where the bike was found, according to Agent Grusing. Imagine that. The neighbor's dogs with a BB gun. Yeah, why would you use airplane mode if you're, I don't know. The purpose of that is while you're on an airplane, but you use it so that you're not picking up like any phone reception, any Wi-Fi, anything. I don't know why you would do that at home. Suzanne does not reply to her lover's message on LinkedIn after she sends the photo, and she doesn't respond anymore after that. So, which is interesting. Okay, at 4:31 a.m. on May 10th, Barry Morphew's phone went into airplane mode. His phone came back online as he is heading towards Broomfield, Colorado around 5:37 a.m. He was heading toward Buena Vista.
Oh.
Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. I wondered why they didn't like when they were searching for her, have more searches towards the area where he was working that day, where the hotel was, where the chlorine smell and all of that. Um, I missed Appalachian. How old are her children? I'm new to this case. I believe like 17 and 19, or around. They're very close to legal age. I don't think she will be found. I don't think she will either. If she, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's possible, but Agent Grusing, Barry Morphew's phone appears to go into airplane mode a handful of times between May 9th and May 10th. Phone tracked to Broomfield the day Suzanne went missing. On May 10th at 5:38 a.m., Barry Morphew texts his mom, "Happy Mother's Day." Text to Suzanne at 6:56 a.m., "Happy Mother's Day, I love you." He texts his mom at 5:38. But wait a minute. Didn't he say he woke Suzanne up that morning and tell her bye and everything? Shannon, that's what I'm thinking. I'm almost positive he is guilty. The investigators, in my opinion, found. Well, actually, Brittany, yesterday they said there was no blood found. So, and people were thinking they must have to assume that she was dead. So, I don't know. Crime Talk just tweeted 5:38 a.m. Barry texts his mother, "Happy Mother's Day." No text to Suzanne. 6:36 a.m. from Bailey, Colorado. Barry texts Suzanne, "You up? Question mark. Happy Mother's Day. I love you." What do you mean? Is she up? Didn't you tell her goodbye that morning? And on May 10th, Barry Morphew texts Shirley, his mother, and then Suzanne. At 8:10 a.m., he stopped at an RTD bus stop in Broomfield off of Highway 36. Yeah, there was DNA found on, I think, on her glove box and also on the cords of a different person who had a sexual assault record. But, you know, I don't think that, I think that, think about it. People shed DNA all the time. Not only that, who's to say that Barry didn't have anyone help him? There's lots of reasons why other people's, um, Oh, wow, I have really fallen off this case. I wonder what they have to make them feel confident that they have enough to prove he is guilty without a body. I don't know. Do I need Twitter to go to Lauren's? No, you don't, but you should do it because it's a lot harder to get to keep rechecking without it. But you can actually Google Lauren Sharf Twitter, and it should show you a list of her tweets. You won't be able to see any of the replies or threads unless you have an account. So no blood found, no body found. How is the husband in jail? What did they take him in for? They took him in for murder, but there's a couple different reasons. So he immediately moved to have her like legally seen as dead so he could sell their property. And I think that was one of the reasons that they charged him, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out now what all evidence they have, and that's kind of what we've all been waiting on, right? To find out why they've charged him. There has to be a reason. Um, yes, Brittany, you can keep up with what's happening if you follow Lauren Sharf on Twitter. It's SCHARF. I don't know, Shar. I'm really interested to know too. But the if you remember, they said that attorney. She said she was very confident with her case. She was on Profiling Evil on a podcast, but yeah, very confident supposedly. Oh, thank you, Sheila. I appreciate that so much. There's a few different people that I'm getting updates from though because Lauren is not doing them as quick as what I'm, looking for them. So another one is Shelly Bradbury. She's not giving them that often, but she is there and giving some. And then we have Ashley Franco from KKTV 11, and she's providing updates. And then I'll go ahead and list some more because I'll have to go soon. My phone is almost dead. I'm so ready for that discovery. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm so ready for it too, and I'll definitely cover that for sure. Crime Talk with Scott Reich is covering it. Then we have Mark Salinger from 9 News. Then there's a couple more. I want to give you guys all of them that I can so you can try to keep up. Stephanie Butzer Rose, which she is out today. So she's not that she was doing it yesterday. And Carol McKinley from ABC News. Barry's phone appear. Okay, this is what Carol says. The phone and truck data gives a timeline as to what happened in the middle of the night on May 10th. Grusing says that at 3:25 a.m., 5 out of 10 telematics show Barry's truck driver door open and close until 3:52. The truck is at the edge of the driveway. Barry's phone appears to make a straight line to where 225 intersects 50, close to where Suzanne's bike was recovered. Experts told Grusing they can't say this is where Barry Morphew's phone is moving, it's strafing.
I am the moon. I am the moon.
Okay. And then the last one that I've really been checking was Jamie Leary from CBS 4. And it's been a minute since she's updated. I'm probably just going to have to pull the phone up by the porch and try to. Oh, here we go. Trash run number 1. Barry Morphew's truck passenger and driver doors open. According to data, it took him 2 minutes to throw something away that was a few feet away from his truck. The state has pulled up a Google image of the bus stop in Broomfield. When Barry Morphew allegedly arrived at the Holiday Inn Express in Broomfield, he parked on the south side. Doors open and close again. He opened someone would come in and out so he could get a free breakfast at the hotel. Hell yeah, 2 times the speed is great. today I had mine on 1.5, and someone had sent me a song, and I listened to it. It was about addiction, and that's what sent me into the other songs I was listening to that I shared.
What? Why do you have your keys?
To move the car up by the porch. But anyways, I didn't realize it was on fast speed, and yeah, that's what I'm doing, Elizabeth. I'm going to pull my phone up to where I'm at with Bentley on the porch, and then I'll pull my car up and then use it until we get to the break, and then I'll get off here. And then I'll just leave the phone in there. The bad thing is my car doesn't stay on if it's not on. Like, sometimes you can charge your phone. Okay, hold on, guys. Then it says, another Google image is being shown where Barry Morphew parked. Attorney Nielsen is asking for a copy of the image. The state is saying the images are in discovery. The judge's secretary is running off to make a copy. It appears the northern people pronounce it correctly. You're right, Brittany. And if you saw, Rena pulled it up. Come here, Bentley. Get in for a second. Get in. You can sit with me while I pull up. She pulled it up, and Google pronounced it the same way we do.
Hey.
Do not throw my mask in the floor. Shut the door, please.
I will.
Thank you. Okay, y'all. Dang it. And it's so hot for the power to be out. It is hot today. It's 80 degrees. In West Virginia, that's hot because it usually, a couple of days ago, I was wearing pants because I was kind of chilly.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! All right, we're done. Thank you, Sheila. He's rotten. I knew how he won at that point. Porn site hacks into celebs' iClouds. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see what she said now. Trash run number 2. When Barry Morphew first arrived to the hotel, he had another trash run. Barry said he did, but didn't remember what he threw away. There is no video to be collected on the south side of the hotel. I'd like to have the video from that hotel period. I'd like to know why there was so much the chlorine and bleach smell, and why there were so many wet towels in the floor. Brittany, 80. I would imagine I would love 80 right now. Yeah, it's hot though for here, but when I go to mom's, it's like 100 degrees. Smoke is moderate and humid. It's 90, feels like 103 here. I don't love Florida summers. West Virginia summers are pretty darn good. They don't get too hot, but then the winters are so cold. Okay, Grusing says he tracked Barry Morphew's truck to a Holiday Inn near Broomfield. He says they couldn't get surveillance video on the south side of the building where Barry was parked. There was another trash run at the hotel. Wolfie doesn't have that much of an accent. A little bit. I heard the doubt in your voice. My stomach's growling, y'all. I'm hungry. Hungry. All right, let's see. At 8:25 a.m., Barry Morphew walked into the hotel and went into his room around 8:38 a.m. Another Google map is shown of where he parked and checked into the hotel. We are now seeing a screenshot of Barry walking into the hotel. Stay out of my glove box. Just one of them. We got to have the rest for in case you need them. We got all of our masks out here and stuff, and I have the N95 masks. Because if I'm going to wear a mask, I want it to be filtering the air. Those surgical masks don't filter the air at all. They don't protect you. They protect other people. But yes, you were in my live. We were talking about Summer's case, but I don't remember which live it was. I have to go look.
Can I put this on?
Yeah, West Virginia in the winter. And it's below zero a lot of the times, and lots of snow. I guess. Oh, ain't you beautiful? Look at you. Handsome little baby. We were looking at West Virginia to move to, but know nothing about the state. It's a beautiful as far as the land, but the drugs are bad where I'm at. I would never move to this area. I would, yeah. Barry Morphew has something in his hand, something small. Agent Gruesing couldn't decide what it was. His next action is carrying multiple items to his room: hiking boots, a teal piece of clothing, a darker black piece of clothing, and a light blue bag. It's 89, but only 60. 89? Oh my lord, and 66% humidity. There are probably areas though in West Virginia that aren't as bad with the drugs. I'm in Beckley and it's just really bad here, but up north, when I lived up there in college, the drugs weren't as bad. I don't know about now, but it's really beautiful up there too. Oh my gosh, he had something in his hand and he's carrying multiple items to his room. Hiking boots. Why does he have hiking boots at work? Stay out of my glove box, I said. Go play, Bentley. Why does he have hiking boots when he's woke up and went straight to work? You don't wear hiking boots doing construction, you wear steel-toed boots. That is weird to me, you guys. Aw, it's almost your birthday, Adora. My birthday's in August too. August 24th. One of the days that he will be in court again. At 8:41, Barry Morphew texts Suzanne Morphew, "I have made it to Broomfield. He never called." You guys, it's getting really interesting. I have a feeling that my updates after lunch will be like the evidence, which I'm just going to do like I did yesterday because I cannot sit on live for much longer. Okay, this is getting interesting. Oh, yeah, 8:23 for Brittany's birthday. August 2nd of 1990. So Brittany is right on the cusp of Leo and Virgo, which is interesting because you don't really have any Leo qualities to me. And okay, surveillance shows Barry Morphew carrying multiple items to his hotel room. It appears from the photo shown that he has a grocery bag, several pieces of clothing, and hiking boots. Another picture shows Barry Morphew leaving the hotel room about an hour later. Clothes are different, and he has a different grocery bag in his hand. Oh, March 24th, share? Or both babies of the 24th? Oh, no. I got a problem. Bentley! I thought he went in the house by himself and the door is wide open and he's not in there. He's out here. I see him. Oh, you're a Virgo too, Lori. I'm a Virgo and I am like pretty textbook. Uh, yeah, I have a lot of qualities that, like, I'm OCD. Uh, I'm too critical of myself and others, you know. Okay, let's see. Okay, Barry Morphew stayed in his room for an hour. He is not wearing a long sleeve shirt. He is now wearing black V-neck shirt, a trash bag, and hiking boots. Barry Morphew said there were holes in the boots, but the laces were good, so he wanted to take them to the room and remove the laces and then trash the boots. Photos of this from the hotel surveillance are being shown. I hope that little kitten is not in my house. You're the first one to tell me that. Everyone says there is nothing Leo about me. Yeah, there's not. Leos are generally like look at me. You know, I'm always like, and not always. There's some that aren't, but that's just, you know, the stereotypical Leo. They like to be, they're fire sign, very passionate, but like to be the center of attention. They're really good at show business and stuff. Let's see. Nothing new from Lauren. Not from Ashley. I am so hungry. We are both Virgo. I'm Leo the lion. Adora, are you a like my sister-in-law, which I love her to pieces so much. She's awesome, but she's like a Leo and she's just like a Leo. I mean, it's so funny. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm sure we're gonna look. This is what this court hearing is about. We are here for them to prove that there is a reason why they've charged him with murder, you know? So, hopefully they prove that. Because if not, they can they can decide not to move forward with charges if the evidence isn't like up to certain standards. Oh, for sure they can do that. That's what these are for. So, nothing yet. Very. Also, you guys, if you're trying to keep up with it on Twitter, you can go into the search bar and just search his name and go to the latest tweets. Now, not everything will come up that way because some people aren't putting his name in every tweet. Okay, from here, Gruesing says Barry Morphew drives by the work site he is supposed to be working at in Broomfield. He then goes to a McDonald's in Broomfield. He is caught throwing more things in a trash can. This is Trash Run 3. Oh my God. Oh, you're welcome, Tasha. No, I haven't. I'm hungry, though. I am so hungry. My stomach is growling, but they should be going to lunch soon. I don't understand why this trial isn't televised. I know it's not cool. I love being center of attention. I'm going to, I promise. I just want to try to stick it out for the end of this. And they're talking about McDonald's, of course. I want to go get a McGriddle. Okay, trash run number 3 at 9:12 a.m. This is about the McDonald's. Throws items away here. He is seen pushing trash down into the trash can with both hands, according to the surveillance video. Dang. I would love to know what that was. Mm. Oh, hey, baked cake. Trash run number 3 outside of Broomfield McDonald's. The judge has decided that to protect Barry's rights, he isn't going to allow broadcasting since COVID restrictions have been raised. Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't know. I don't think that, I don't know. Like, what about protecting everyone else's rights? Because we have a right like that. I think anything you say there is an excuse that just makes me frustrated. We have the right to see what's happening in court, and I mean we are. They're letting some public in. That's how they are getting away with it. I think there was 8 seats yesterday, maybe. Oh, baked cake. I know. They can stream from court. Yeah, a lot of judges stream. I mean, there's a judge in Idaho that's doing the Lori Vallow case, and he streams from his YouTube channel. Would make it so much easier. Oh no, Vicky. Oh, I hope good luck with that. Allie, your name reminds me of Allie McGraw, the actress. Oh, cool. Agent Grusing asked Barry Morphew what he threw away and he couldn't remember. He then went to a car wash and a men's warehouse parking lot. He just went around trash can after trash can. I'm sorry, that's really abnormal behavior. The day that she goes missing, really? That's just. You're right, Baked Cake. There was a YouTuber. So you were allowed, and I did this. You were allowed to go to the court's website, log in with your email and your name, and set and watch the hearing take place as long as you didn't stream it. And yeah, as long as you weren't recording or streaming. And somebody did stream and record it. And I don't know who that is, but Grusing says Barry then went to a car wash to clean his windshield, then to a parking lot of a men's warehouse. There was another stop at what they believe was a dumpster. He spent 40 minutes there. Grusing says doors closed on and off in his truck. Yes, the Glare did get a strike for that, but what he was doing was streaming it from a cable news, like from someone else streaming it. He was restreaming, and he got a strike for that. Yeah, yeah, I agree. It is so suspect, and I feel bad for their girls too. And people fight and abuse each other. Yes, they were in there, like in the courts chat, not being so nice, I guess. Oh my gosh, you guys. They're now showing surveillance photos, throwing multiple items away. 40 minutes at a dumpster? I mean, I don't care if you say it. I probably shouldn't have said that. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. Okay. Trash run number 4, the most time at the trash run at the men's warehouse dumpster, the 40 minutes. So lots of people streamed it. Oh, okay. Um, FBI has video of Barry Morphew mentioned to investigators he had thrown away tranquilizer material. That is the only thing he would say that he threw away. Wait, he mentioned that to the investigators? This guy with all his money is trying to get free breakfast. I think that you might be a little behind, but that's pretty funny. I didn't think about that. Well, you had to hurry up and get into the hotel in time to get free breakfast. Oh, okay. Here, I'm gonna. Oh crap! I did not mean to put that on the screen. I'm trying to. Uh, I was gonna try to erase it, but I can't. I don't know how to do it from StreamYard. Barry Morphew returned back to the hotel with a large notebook with papers that are messy, then left the hotel 20 minutes later with the notebook in hand, with papers neat in hand. He also changed shirts into a gray t shirt. I'm not saying Barry isn't responsible for his actions, but I'm angry at the man who Suzanne was seeing. He seems like a coward. You mean because he didn't like come forward and stuff? Yeah, he definitely should have, but I wouldn't have waited for the FBI to find me, but okay, let's see. Bentley's probably having a blast. I'm watching him. He's playing in the dirt. Be careful, that bee's nest is nearby. You guys, still kind of waiting. I do have a feeling we're going to have some pretty disturbing evidence. There's got to be a reason they've got him in here, and I don't know. It just gives me a weird feeling in my stomach waiting to hear about it. Although I want to know, like finding out he stopped at all these trash cans, the dumpster for 40 minutes. He was literally using both hands to push whatever it was down into the trash can. It's good to know that stuff, but it just gives you a feeling because, the chances of Suzanne actually being passed away are very high. I mean, she would. They are able to make sure she's not been if she was pretending and just staying off the grid, they would be watching, the boyfriend, the daughters, her family, because she would probably reach out at some point. Okay, here's another one. Barry Morphew went to Broomfield Wall and did 11 to 15 minutes of work, removed blocks from the retaining wall. This job was for Garrett Construction. The company told Agent Grusing that the job would need a bobcat. Agent Grusing mentions that Barry Morphew, as well as Garrett Construction Company, knew that they couldn't work on Sunday in the city of Broomfield. So Lauren Sharf has a video and maybe a series even on this wall in Broomfield, because the wall had been kind of removed and rebuilt, and it could potentially be a place that you could hide someone or parts of someone. um, and if you haven't seen that, guys, you should go check it out. It's very interesting. So that's good to know with that video in mind. Lauren Sharf's YouTube channel is full of good info on this case. And if you're following the case and you're not following the channel, you should definitely go over there. Okay. According to Grusing, he says you can't work on Sundays in Broomfield because that is against city code. It looks like he spent about 15 to 20 minutes there and then called his daughter Mallory. I'd be curious to know if he actually, so he's probably calling, asking if they'd, heard from Suzanne. Oh, here we go. At 12:06 p.m., Barry Morphew calls his daughter Mallory. At 3:30 p.m., he texts Suzanne Morphew to call him. At 5:15 p.m., he got a call from Mr. Ritter. Lori, I'm assuming so. Shara, I know that this court proceeding now, this preliminary hearing is 4 days. That's the only, like, they have to get their case down to that amount of time. They only have 4 days. They had two to yesterday and today, and then August 23rd and 24th.
My hands are really dirty, Mommy. Mommy.
Oh, cool. Baked cake. I'll have to check that out. I don't think I've seen that.
I'm looking at it. And the baby got that. And then you're out of
Bentley.
what?
I had to get out of my car for a minute because Bentley's wanting to sit in there with me. Shut the door, which the phone charged quite a lot. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let's see. So the last one that I've got so far is Barry getting a call from the neighbor. Let me reread that again because this is where, you know, everything starts happening. So, Agent Grusing mentions Barry Morphew as well as Garrett Construction knew they couldn't work on Sunday in the city of Broomfield. At 12:06 p.m., Barry Morphew calls his daughter Mallory. At 3:30 p.m., he texts Suzanne Morphew to call him. At 5:15 p.m., he got a call from Mr. Ritter. Tasha, I have a 12-year-old and a 4-year-old. You have 3 boys. Oh my gosh. Not in the house with them dirty hands. Not till I'm done. You're going to have to play outside. Go play. At 12:27 p.m., Barry Morphew is seen on hotel surveillance moving 2 bags to a dumpster, throwing away a bag that you can see a camo coat and a tree container. What's a tree container? I don't believe Suzanne has done it. Gone girl. She would have needed to save or withdraw a large sum of money, and Barry is a control freak and he loves his money too much not to notice. Baked cake. Actually, you missed it at the beginning of court today. There was $70,000 missing, but it was missing from a safe, and we don't even know for sure. This is not like from a bank account where there's evidence. This is something Barry's mentioned, 70,000 missing, and he also blamed investigators at one time. But Barry also, he's tried to put other narratives out there and get them going. If we remember about the wildcat, and he really wanted people to hold on to that theory. If you remember him with Tyson, like all from the beginning, if you go back, he's known for trying to get a theory, out there and going, trying to keep an air. Yes, hold on one sec. Okay, so on Exhibit 50, a different angle of a surveillance camera showing Barry Morphew carrying items to the dumpster. I mean, let me read this again, y'all. At 12:27 p.m., he is seen on hotel surveillance moving 2 bags to a dumpster, throwing away a bag that you can see a camo coat in and a tree container. Maybe the pot's new trees come in? Let me try to find that on another one. Oh, congratulations, Adora. That's awesome. Let me go look at some other people's. That's kind of also what we have to do is we're kind of going off people's interpretation of what's happening. Okay, so we can see in pictures of Barry Morphew taking trash to a dumpster at a hotel. There are no cars parked next to the dumpster, but Barry is carrying items across the lot to the dumpster. Hmm. He is seen walking with his hands in his pockets and his head down as he walks away from the dumpster. Hmm. Bentley, please stay out of that. There's a bee's nest in the ground over there. I got this new thing, you guys. If you have little ones. Let me pull it out so I can tell you exactly. It's for bee stings, bug bites, and snake. Like, it's actually just a suction thing. It's called Bug Bite Thing. You can go to bugbitething.com. It helps alleviate itching and swelling. It's basically like a suction thing you put down over the bite as soon as it happens, and it sucks out insect saliva and venom from under the skin, which is what causes the itching and stinging. I haven't used it yet, but if he gets stung, I might have to try it out. I feel that because Barry has been able to manipulate his daughters, that he's confident that Suzanne's. Yep, I do too. I wish we could see the surveillance too. Oh, I hope if they actually have a court, the trial in the public, that we can see it. Okay, at 12:42 p.m. until 5:55 p.m., Barry Morphew does not leave his hotel room in Broomfield. This doesn't match the statements he gave investigators in early May. He claimed he had been working at the wall. You guys. Damp tobacco for stings. Yeah, I heard that last time that my son got that. I need that for my dog. Yes, Lori, go check it out. Beestingthing.com. A what? A knife in the ground? It's bug bite thing. I'm sorry, bugbitething.com. Did Suzanne accuse Barry of having an affair with his ex-female employee? I don't know if she did, but I know that some people did. Barry Morphew goes back to his room and got a call from neighbor about Suzanne Morphew missing. Grusing says that I'm sure that's supposed to say, that this conflicts with statements Barry told agents because they have him on video in the hotel. He allegedly told agents he was working at this point. Oh, I hope it is televised.
Mommy.
Yeah, baby.
I found a red knife
in the ground?
Yeah.
He is not joking. He found a daggone knife in the ground. Oh, how'd that get there?
I don't know.
It's not like it's not a knife. It's like it, no, dude, you cannot have this touch this. No.
It
No.
was under the glass.
I see that. It's still got dirt packed all in it. It's like a pocket thing, and it's not a knife, but it is sharp, and it's similar to a knife, but it's not exactly. That's weird. Okay, what made his neighbor go look for? I thought that Suzanne originally purchased the spy pen. Oh, yeah, you're right. But I don't know if it was with the, employee or just with anyone. Okay, at 5:55, Barry Morphew has changed shirts again as he leaves the hotel room. Agent Grusing said Barry wouldn't say what he did in the hotel room. He mentioned watching Fox News and a basketball show. Honey, you got to come out here.
I need to wash my hands.
Well, we'll wash them out here. Go. Okay. Oh, we don't have. Oh my gosh, the power's out. We don't have. We only have so much water. Grusing says after several interviews with Barry Morphew, his statements continued to change about where he was when he got the call about Suzanne Morphew. Grusing says Barry would not tell them what he was doing inside the hotel room from noon to 5:55 when they have him on camera. Don't move. I'm getting a bottle of water to get that off. Barry called the neighbor when Suzanne hadn't replied to his messages, I think. Well, it says that. Let's see. Well, we're about to find out. Let me see. Okay. The story changed according to Agent Grusing. Early in May, he said he worked at the job site, and in April, oops, amended his statement to watching Fox News. Lauren Scharf then says after 6 p.m., Barry Morphew takes multiple trips in and out of the hotel entrance, bringing in tools. Asked the front desk person if it would be okay to leave them for his workers who were coming in later. These were hand tools. Baked cake, I know, but I'm wondering if did Barry tell the neighbor or did the daughter call the neighbor? Because the way that it's looking here, go.
Why you don't need that? I can have my own hands.
Okay, guys, we are about to take a lunch break, and so I'm going to also take a lunch break. But hold on, Bentley, sit down, and when I'm done, we will do that. So I do want to read though. It says that at 5:55, I just read when he received a call from the neighbor. Hold on, it was on someone else's. So they have him on cam. Grusing says over the course of several months, he never came back to agents to say he recalled what was in the trash he threw away. And with that, we head to lunch, and they'll be back in an hour and a half. So yeah, Barry Morphew goes back to his room and got a call from the neighbor about Suzanne missing. So the neighbor called him. I bet you that the daughters told the neighbor. The interim said it was Barry. Well, I guess after lunch we'll kind of figure out more. I doubt I'll go live. If Bentley takes a nap, then I could see that being a possibility. But either way, I'll definitely update you guys. Thank you for being so awesome in the chat. Yeah, baked cake. You should let me know if you when you find that. Like, email me or message me on Facebook or something, because I'm curious to know about that. Thank you guys for being so awesome and hanging out with me while we kind of wait and see what's happening. And I will talk to you guys soon, okay? Thank you so much. And I hope you have a good day. Bye.